We're rolling.
When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. I just wish Anthony put that song back on. I just love it so much. But how you doing, boys?
Good morning.
Doing well.
We're getting into mortgage hacks today. That's the big word, hack this, hack that. Mortgage hack, how to buy a house with 0% down, because frankly, we keep hearing about all these people are going to wait, and they're going to wait till the rates drop. They're going to wait for this. They're going to wait for that. We've been sitting up here for, frankly, years at this point saying, hey, rates are not going to come down as fast as everyone is expecting them to. Now we had a new release of the experts of where they expect rates to go here in 2025, and they're exactly where they are right now. They are not expecting mortgage interest rates, frankly, to move whatsoever here in 2025. So if you're waiting, I don't know what you're waiting for, but we're going to show you ways how to make homes affordable.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it for how long? A year? Mm-hmm. You know, it's unfortunate because a lot of people are reading the fake news. You know, all you have to do is tune in AM chatter and listen to us guys. We talk about this twice a week, and we've predicted some of the rates, but yeah, I mean, it's a great time to buy. I mean, if you can get into a house without multiple offer situations and paying more for the property and the payment's affordable, it's a great time to buy. So,
I mean, I saw yesterday the average house is taking over 50 days on the market to sell. We have transitioned from a strong seller's market into the fairest housing market I've seen literally since 2019, where you can get deals, you can negotiate with the seller, you can get government financing, you can ask for seller assistance. All of these items on the financing and mortgage side that have not been available to buyers since COVID is now coming back. And that's another reason why we are saying it is a great time to buy.
No, yeah, houses just keep sitting on the market. Of course, I mean, you bring that up to an agent and they'll say, oh, we had 10 offers on this house. Every little area and, you know, in certain neighborhoods, they are going to be more popular, as well as that's the listing agent strategy to price that house right to get multiple offers on that. There are a lot of houses sitting that are overpriced. The sellers think that they're worth more than they actually are. They keep sitting there. I did see an excellent email come through, one of my TPR sold emails yesterday, and the person was marketing a property and they put in the description a 2-1 buy down and explained what that was to those other agents to try to create some, you know, momentum on that. And I think that's great. I think, you know, we got to put everything out there. We're trying to get houses sold. It's not always about selling houses for the record sale price in this neighborhood. It's about making the housing market move. That's your job. You're not trying to set records. You're trying to keep the market moving. You don't want to be out of a job next year. So we have to be smart about this and, you know, make sure you're being smart when you're taking a listing to price it right. And maybe you have a buyer yourself. Who knows? There's multiple ways we can go about it, but we're going to get into this hack of how we could help. We'll call it a little bit of lower income, less money in their bank borrowers right here.
Yeah. And again, this is going to be for USDA loans. It is one of the main type of mortgage out there. I believe most of the world has forgotten that there is 4 main type of mortgages that buyers can buy or get in home financing. It's not just a conventional mortgage. There is USDA loans, there are FHA loans, and there are VA loans, all great options for buyers to get in the homes with less money out of pocket.
Yeah, I mean, and they're geared to specific needs. So not everybody's going to fit the mold for a regular conventional. Some of these USDA, FHA, and VA programs, some of those programs are going to be the best program for them. So in a market where the client has more ability to negotiate, it is nice to see some of these other programs get accepted because it's making homeownership more affordable for the client. And that's what our goal is, to make sure that the client is taken care of on the financing.
Yes. So plain and simple, if you would like to understand how to get a home with 0% down, this is not a VA loan. This is not for veterans. You call us, hey, we got no money. We can qualify over 640 credit score. We just don't have the money saved up. I can make the mortgage payment. I just don't have the money saved up. What the heck can you guys do for us at West Penn? And that's where we, as loan officers, get into structuring the mortgage to fit the buyer's needs. Then we work with you guys as the real estate agents to find the home to fit that need. So we're all going to be working together here for this particular buyer. USDA loans are rural housing loans. That scares everyone right there. Right, Tom? Everyone feels like you got to be in Timbuktu to get a USDA loan, and that is simply not the case.
That's not even close to being the case. There is a specialized map for that, and all you have to do on that map is type in the address. And I think people would be really surprised how many areas are USDA around, southwestern Pennsylvania. I'm not even saying western Pennsylvania. I'm saying southwestern Pennsylvania, where you think the most populated. As soon as you get outside of Pittsburgh, as soon as you get out of the heart of the city of Butler, as soon as you get out of the heart of the city of Beaver, you start to see those open up. I just did one yesterday. It was in Beaver Falls. Most people don't think Beaver Falls is USDA because, there's houses that are close together. It's not 3 acres on a piece of farmland. That is eligible. So that is a good way to do it. There is that interactive map that you got to look at.
Yeah, Anth, pull the map up, and I'm going to start zooming in and out of the areas. And Anth, you just talk some specifics, how do we get into a USDA loan? Because again, if we'll start in the north, as Tom was talking about here, we get into it. Look west of 79. If we go up a little north, we're not far. Evans City, Mars.
I can tell you it takes me 25 minutes to get to Evans City from my house, and I live 5 miles from the heart of city of Pittsburgh.
If we're out in Anthony's area, right? Like out here, look, it's not far in the east. Like the grayed out area or the browned out area is not eligible. Anything outside of the browned out areas, like Tom was talking about, if you go up to Butler, the city of Butler, browned out. So that's no good, but it is a great loan program.
Yeah, I mean, even the Mars area right there, that's like Gibsonia. There's a few different areas in that section of Mars, which somebody could actually take advantage of this program and get 0% down on the financing if they're eligible.
You can see that
right there.
Yeah, the county borders right there. There's some in Allegheny County. What? That's mind blowing. Rural housing in Allegheny County.
Plumboro. I mean, Plumboro is right there. It's right by Morovo and all that. And Plumboro, a portion thereof, is eligible for USDA as well. So.
And this is 0% down where you can get 6% seller assistance. So please understand, when there is no down payment and the seller assistance can literally take care of all the closing costs, you're going to be able to get buyers into homes with, in some cases, no money out of pocket. In other cases, it might be a couple $100 out of pocket. I believe right now we have USDA interest rates of 6.25, and that's at an APR of 6.801. So it is a very doable loan. It is here to be used. We don't do nearly enough USDA loans at West Penn Financial, and we should be. Guys, if you have buyers out there that can't afford homes, I mean, look in Western Pennsylvania. Only the grayed out areas or browned out areas are not USDA eligible. Look how much of our state is USDA eligible. This is an unbelievable program. And again, because it is a government-backed financing, We can go down to a 640 credit score. Yes, there's income limits of roughly 116,000 for the household. That's USDA. Yes, you can't own another home. It has to be primary residence. There are guidelines. That's our job to make sure the buyers qualify. But even more importantly, if you have a listing that is in an area that is USDA eligible, you need to be advertising that, because that opens up, I'm going to take it off here, that opens up your buyer pool. Just imagine, now you're having a listing where you can have buyers get in with 0% down. So sellers need to know as well. What you say, Tommy?
First time home buyer, never had a home before, 5.5 interest rate for this USDA loan. We could do a first time home buyer 5.5 APR 5.821.
So there you go. We have non-first time home buyer at 6.25. We have first time home buyer at 5.5, 0% down, 6% seller assistance. What else do we need to say that this program is an unbelievable mortgage program?
Yeah, I think it's a great program. I mean, we just need the agents to put it out there and market it if that property is eligible. But more importantly, we need the listing agent to understand this is a program that can help somebody make the best offer on that property that you are listing. But if a listing agent wants to know if their property is eligible, all they got to do is look at the link on the screen, type in the address, it'll let you know.
That's good
There
stuff.
you go, guys.
Maybe next time we get like a horse or a cow on here to make people like pay attention to us. So, we'll get like a horse on there as the fourth screen, and maybe actually somebody will watch it, get a USDA loan.
Sounds like is that like a guy with a toddler? He wants to have horses and bears and Bluey on everything now.
Where did the dog come from?
I don't know. All right, guys. See you Friday.
See you guys.
Tom, Ryan, and Anthony